Hello, welcome back to Counting Thoughts podcast. We are your hosts, Anmol.
And Yasha. This is where we discuss all thoughts concerning life.
Yes. All this to bring change, one thought at a time. Today's episode is a follow-through for our half-yearly resolutions to check in. Where are you right now with your resolution?
Yes, because Anmol and I were speaking and we realized that 6 months have passed and 6 months down the line, it is going to be 2024. It was
not what we expected.
The whole realization was pretty groundbreaking for me. I think I met Anmol in January. So it took 4 months
for us to get together, considering we are not living that far away. But I was extremely unwell for around 1.5 months. Once I recovered, I had to, get back to
recenter.
What was Yasha doing all this while? She was roaming around. Ask her. I think you traveled a lot.
Unplanned travels, might I?
Yeah.
But I had to travel a lot. And like when I say travel, I was not exotic traveling as in traveling home. And I, like anybody who knows me knows that I get motion sick very easily. So for me to travel in hills is a torture in itself for me as well as the person who's traveling with me. Anmol has traveled with me.
I was actually quite surprised. Like there's a notion that if they're a mountain kid, why would they get sick? But that's not the case.
So I traveled a lot. It was all forced, but I did travel. I was trying to keep the boat afloat wise.
Yasha had taken a lot of load because we are intertwined in multiple
aspects of life. I think I don't even remember what my New Year resolutions were.
I remember.
2
of my basic New Year resolutions, which is constant in last few years, is one, I want to be happy always. That is a choice I make every day. Second was to get fit. Unfortunately, things happened and I got really sick. And now, finally, started exercising, taking care of my health, eating proper. This half-yearly check-in is very important. Even though I was not able to keep my resolutions intact, I was like, half year is a good point.
I think if considering that I have like 6 months left, which includes one of my birthday month
and one of my birthday month.
Considering that we were not in India in September, which is Anmol's birthday month last year, this could be like a far-fetched dream, but I want to be able to travel internationally again. कोई भी जगह छोटी मोटी कुछ भी somewhere.
I have a little, the next 6 months of course I have this little that I am 28 and a half now.
I have been a weird child because that has never happened to me.
No?
Never. From 19 you step into your 20s.
Yeah.
It became a very big deal for them and it was never.
I feel that with time there's a sense of responsibility that comes, but it necessarily doesn't come with your age. But I keep on reminding myself that I have to keep a balance between inner child Anmol and the responsible Anmol. So,
because 6 months have passed, if I try to count back the highlights, the good things that have happened in my life, just me. I started, remember I told you that I have been slacking off learning Korean. I think I have picked up on that. That has been a total coincidence because I was taking classes and we are odd students in that batch. So she sort of made group as a revision batch sort of a situation. So 2 people would come together, study one chapter, 50-50. You study half of it, I study half of it. And then we connect over a video call wherein you teach me half of it and I teach you the remaining.
That is so interesting.
I think everybody's heard that saying that you learn better when you teach other people.
Yes.
I got a study partner, but then he sort of wanted to study with some girl he was interested in. So there was this.
Nice. I like it.
Fast forward, I was left without a partner. But my friend, so she found somebody who's in Goa who is interested in learning Korean. He recently, I think, figured out that you need to give the TOEIC exam if you want to go there on any other visa except for the
tourist visa.
So we studied Unit 1, Phase 1, which sounds very little. Mind you, not very little.
Any new language is not little. I've not been able to get back to
Spanish.
Spanish, yeah.
So that happened, which is a good thing. And while I was teaching him, and that got me thinking that maybe I could do study with me sessions. Now when I study, I put my camera and I record. So this tiny people pleasing part inside me, I have used it.
I don't think it's people. I think you are a people person and you want people to feel more included. Like that's at least how I see it. I'm enjoying that, by the way. I've been watching you.
Oh, good. So that happened. One thing led to another, but then I've been able to do two things, which is one, pick up Counting Thoughtz music again, and pick up language again. Worked on the website a little bit.
Yeah, you've been doing quite productive. I'm actually trying to get back to life because I had a lot of time where I was not allowed to get out of bed. So what will you do while you're sitting in bed? So
Overthink.
Yasha will be very happy to hear this. I started journaling.
Oh, amen. God bless your soul.
Speaking to one of my friends the other day that I have been doing the self-reflection and all of whatnot. So I was like, I feel like I'm a changed person now. So I asked her that, do you think, do you see that kind of change in me? And so she was like, you don't need my validation. I am growing with time and you are also growing and evolving with time. And she told me that's okay. So what interesting thing happened after that? Me being me, I was like, okay. Then I was like, you love me. And Yasha also keeps on, I was like, you love me. That's why you've been saying this. I'll talk to AI because AI has no emotions and it will give me logical, practical advice. So I have been enjoying and speaking to my AI on daily basis. I ask all the introvert weird questions I have that I ask my AI when my AI tells me, it gives me a similar advice that my loved ones are giving me, then I'm like, okay, this is full proof. It is not a biased opinion and it is a practical opinion.
I give you that advice for free. I started on Scattered Thoughtz as well, which is the social media for Instagram for the book. But of late because I was speaking to a lot of people, that not everybody has the right vocabulary for their emotions.
That's true.
And somehow we borrow poetry or shairi or lyrics from songs to convey what we feel. So I think I want to be able to give people the right vocabulary so that they can convey their emotions.
For next 6 months?
That is what I want to do with Scattered Thougts.
Okay, perfect.
So
that is where Scattered Thougts
is going to be at.
Yeah.
I also tried Amazon KDP.
No idea whatsoever. Like this is dummy information.
So
explain.
So basically, ऐसा होता है कि you design a book. There were some, because I was doing it for the first time. I think I screwed up somewhere. I don't.
Terms and conditions.
Some fine details that I did not read properly. I think.
Okay.
I spent a week entirely पूरा दिन मैंने इसकी ये करते कैसे हैं मतलब I will design because like any other individual I YouTube the shit out of it and everybody was like use Canva and I can use Canva pretty decent.
Right.
I thought I'd use Canva and I will design a book and where people were designing books as in coloring books or puzzle books तो मुझे लगा ये थोड़ा मेहनत का काम है. पहले हम जर्नल डायरी टाइप प्लेन जो काम है जिसमें सादा कॉपी एक पेज मतलब you design one page and you can copy paste.
Right.
And I'll design the covers and I will put the designs on KDP.
Right.
And what happens is Amazon publishes those books for you. And those are not priced very high. Those are like $7, $6, $5. And
right.
I just see कि क्या होता है ना मतलब क्योंकि मैंने इतना देख लिया because
I like this.
So that chul happened. I think I uploaded 2 copies, like 2 different designs. But Amazon somehow was like कि ये ढंग से नहीं हुआ है और पता नहीं क्या जो भी issue.
Did you find a solution?
I did mail them and they said that you are violating some rule. I don't know what rule.
And I'll help you in figuring that out.
No. Why I'm telling you this is because I tried, I failed. But then now I know that I tried. I've traveled internationally and I've seen international beaches. Sadly, I have never been to Goa. एक बार तो.
So ठीक है, me and Yasha, we are planning a lot of travel plans.
I think I want to buy myself a phone also. I want to a chimta phone.
Flap.
Flip.
Flap.
Samsung. which you,
Yeah, I got it.
so this phone,
Foldable phone. Yes.
it folds into half.
So you can put it in your pocket.
Yes, the only freaking reason I want to buy that bloody phone is because it will fit into the pockets that I have in my jeans.
Pocket hai. I don't even care about I'm that kind of person who doesn't care about my phone. My phone is because I got really addicted to social media, and hence I took the detox in the break. So I have been enjoying my real life a lot. So I don't really feel like getting back at it as of now. Maybe things will change in future. And then I've actually started doing a lot of things solo. So earlier I used to be very dependent in the case as in I'd like company of my friends because I'm very social. So I'd like the company of my friends and my siblings to do anything. I would go, tum bhi chalo na. But lately started going to movies alone. I've started going for drinks alone. I've started going for working out alone. And now the issue is I have started liking it so much that sometimes I'm like,
You are enjoying your own company.
I'm enjoying my own company so much. Whatever I'm doing it with intention. As
3.5 years ago, I was on a gluten detox situation, and then I started having gluten, and it aggravated my psoriasis pretty bad. I think 2 months ago, my dad said, "What is stopping you? Why aren't you just weaning it off and just stop gluten altogether?" But the doctor advised that let's not stop, because then, if you have to, life happens, and if you have to have gluten, so your body will sort of react very negatively towards it.
no, he's right.
So probably do an 80-20 thing. So 80% of the times try and avoid gluten, and 20% of the times have it without guilt. I think one thing I want to say, because this is a 6 months check-in, सब लोग करते हैं, हम लोग भी करते हैं, that you try and compare yourself to people, and which makes absolutely no sense. You should not compare yourself. और सब ये कहते भी हैं कि compare मत करो, you should not do that, but then you can't really help it.
Yeah, which reminds me why I'm I just recently, there was this post I saw somewhere. So it says I am in competition with no one. I have no desire to play the game of being better than anyone. I am simply trying to be a small improvement of a person I was yesterday, so I can be better person tomorrow.
Consider this as your reminder that 6 months are over, but then you still have 6 months. Not to pressure you or anything. Maybe we want to decide as to like what you want to do. Maybe you want to reflect for the next 6 months. Maybe
Or reanalyze your priorities.
Yeah, maybe you want to work on your health. Maybe, like, see, Anmol has decided to work on her health. I have probably decided to bloody take that topic exam and get it over with.
My next 6 months are going to be hugely focused on self-improvement, because I have not been taking care of myself, for whatever that looks like for you. Yeah.
And we set big goals, and those big goals tend to overwhelm us. Maybe break your goals into months. Okay, July May, let's do this. August May, let's do this. And September May, let's do this. मतलब ऐसे एक महीना, you take it month by month, and maybe if
Whatever timeline.
Yeah.
If
month by month overwhelms you, then maybe take week by week. Whatever, however it is.
So I think that is it for today's episode. Thank you for listening to us on the half-yearly check-in, and let's hope you can align your priorities.
Center, yes.
And we'll get back to you
Soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.